Guys, welcome back. We are back from a couple of weeks hiatus. We just wanted to take a little break, and also Easter holidays came up and life happens. But now we are back and excited to make more videos for you guys.
That's right. And this video in particular is going to be one that I would say is a little more on the intimate side.
And interactive.
The intimate and interactive side. We are going to talk a little bit about our first.
Let's get into the video.
Let's do this. Okay, so tell me about your first slow dance with a girl.
Okay.
We're starting good.
It was 1998, and it was a Christmas party for my parents' Catholic group. There was this girl, I had a crush on her.
So cute.
And I finally got up the courage when My Heart Will Go On came on. Shout out to Titanic. I got the courage to ask this girl, I'm not gonna reveal names.
I don't even think I know who it is.
I'll tell you off screen. I danced with her, and yeah, it was the first time I ever asked a girl to slow dance.
Were you guys like this?
No,
or was it more like this?
Honestly, I was like in
There was a good 6
cloud
inches.
9. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't remember.
that's so cute. Any follow up after that, or
Nope,
was it just?
that was the last time I ever saw her.
Okay. So I
So
guess
if you're
it's not...
watching, I married someone else.
She might be heartbroken. Her heart went on and on.
Well, my heart went on as well.
So my first slow dance was, I believe the year was 1996, and it was actually with an ex-boyfriend.
Oh. Ooh.
The dance itself was the grad dance, and I don't really remember what song it was, but there wasn't even an actual ask. It was like through a friend. They said like, he wants to dance with you at the next slow dance, and I was like, oh my god. And then a slow song came on, and then we literally just like saw each other from across the room, and then like he goes like, and I was like, and then like I walked towards my ex like, oh gosh, this is happening, and it was really awkward, and we were just kind of like looking off around us. I didn't want to look in his eyes, and I didn't want to have a conversation. Everything with that relationship happened through a friend. So like, he asked me out through a friend, I broke up with him through a friend, and
That's how grade 6 relationships go.
And I stayed that shy until like 19. Okay, go ahead.
Who's your first celebrity crush?
My first celebrity crush, probably like maybe someone from the Backstreet Boys, like maybe Joey McIntyre from the Backstreet Boys.
Like New Kids.
Oh, sorry, from New Kids on the Block. Yes, we're
Getting
boy
your boy bands crossed.
I know. My sister liked the group, and I thought he was cute, so I thought that was my first, like, I guess, celebrity crush. My first like celebrity crush of what I think is like a mature age, it was Hayden Christensen.
Oh yeah, no, you told me.
No,
yeah.
I did. Okay, it was Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
But like not even from the Star Wars franchise. It was from another, like I liked him in another movie. Like he was also a Canadian actor from like a long time ago. He was in a Goosebumps.
Wow.
Goosebumps TV show, just FYI.
We are pulling back the curtains of time.
Yeah.
My first celebrity crush was Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I don't know if that really counts though.
That's really cute. Okay, who was your first like human crush?
My first human actual celebrity crush.
I think I have a feeling I know who it is. I'm gonna guess. I mouthed it to the camera, so maybe our viewers know.
My first celebrity crush, who's a human, not a cartoon, Jessica Rabbit. Huh?
She's also a cartoon. Are you? What was your definition of human? Ariel was also kind of half human.
Yeah, but Jessica Rabbit was a full human.
Let's move on to the next question.
Two-dimensional.
What I thought you were going to say was Kristen Crook.
What? That's like
really?
high school. That was like high school.
Well, I don't know.
If I had to choose, probably no one knows this show at all, but it was a show called Small Wonder. I was like really young. It was like an 80s sitcom about this girl who was a robot, and I had a crush on that girl.
Was she a human? I feel like we're not getting anywhere with this question. From one cartoon to another cartoon.
No, it wasn't a cartoon.
A
she
robot.
was like a person that was portraying a robot.
The
wow.
actress itself.
What's wrong with me?
Stop it. Get some help.
It's okay.
What was your first email or username?
So my first email, I thought this was really clever. GG585 at hotmail.com. And Gigi was because a lot of my younger cousins, my younger brother called me Gigi. And 585 was my birthday because it was May 1985 at hotmail.com. My MSN handle was Dimples, but it was kind of like star wavy line, wavy line, like
That's
15 times. And then like Dimples, like caps, small I, big M,
sounds about right.
Small P, capital L,
Wow.
3,
All right.
5. Dimples. That was me.
My first email was okay. You guys are gonna laugh. GQ Thug with 2 G's at otakumail.com.
What is otaku mail?
Let me give a brief history lesson for everyone out there. See, now it's just Gmail, right? Everyone has a Gmail. But back in the day, there were like a million different email services you could sign up online. And there was an anime fan email service called Otaku Mail.
And it was GQ Thug 2Gs at otakumail.com.
Yeah.
If there's anything that describes him from
Everyone
20
was
years
such
ago,
a tool
it's
back in the day with these
GQ
names,
Thug.
though.
No, it's true. I know.
That's how we roll, right?
All
Dimples?
these like, yeah, that's right, GQ Thug.
What was your first alcoholic drink?
My first alcoholic drink was a Smirnoff Ice. Oh wait, was it a Smirnoff Ice? Yes, I believe it was a Smirnoff Ice. It was like kind of my regular drink when I would go to clubs. I'd be like, can I get a Smirnoff Ice? I'd be like, can you put the grenadine in it? I don't know why. The circumstance that I had it for the very first time was at a house party for my birthday. And
it's a house party drink.
It was a house party drink. Yeah, someone brought me 6 of them. Actually, it was my friends in high school and then all of my sister's friends she was like 6 years older than me. So apparently, like, they kept like sneaking into my sister's friends' alcohol, and so that was just not that great. That part wasn't great. But it was at home, so my sister was home, and so yeah. She was watching out for me. How about you?
Okay, so I have 2 answers. The first answer was beer, and I had it when I was 7. We had a party, and all the uncles were drinking. They like gave me a sip of beer. So that was my first ever sip of anything alcoholic. And the second time, I was already of age. It might have been Smirnoff Ice as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was actually prom night.
Oh, was it prom?
Yeah.
It was actually like the go-to drink for kind of like newbies to alcohol.
Yeah.
I think.
Or Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, I never had that.
You never had Mike's Hard Lemonade?
No, I haven't.
That's much better than Smirnoff Ice.
Really?
Yeah.
We should try that. No, but like Smirnoff Ice, basically, to me anyways, it just tasted like any other soft drink.
And I pretended I liked it
Is
because I
Smirnoff
wanted to be
Ice
cool.
still like around? Like, is it still
Sure,
something
yeah. We'll do a video.
We'll do like
We're doing a mukbang of
We'll
like
do like a
freaking.
get drunk with us. Like,
Yeah, we'll do a mukbang of just every house
just all
party drink.
alcohol. Yeah.
What was the first swear word you ever said? You don't have to say it.
Okay, well, the first time I remember saying a swear word and then it really, really affected me, I was hanging out with my cousin at my house. I must have been like 7 or 8 years old. They were older cousins, these ones.
Okay.
And we were just kind of like having a really good time. But like my parents were around. I think we were jumping on like a mattress, like we were all gonna sleep on like a mattress or something. And I think all in good fun, I like went to my cousin, I was like, "You're stupid."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you can say that at least.
I know. I knew it was like a word that shouldn't be said, but I said it, and my mom heard me.
You're so cute.
And I know
Oh.
she was like really mad at me. She just gave me this look, and I was like, oh, that was really bad. That really affected me. After that, like, I don't even remember. I'm not really a person that swears that often anyway, so.
Mine was, I was probably around 8. Some kid prank called the house and I answered the phone. He was just saying random stuff to me on the phone. He's like, "Hey, F you." And I was like, "F you."
Appropriate response.
Yeah.
I mean,
at the time,
it was
I
unwarranted.
didn't know what it meant, but I knew that it was like people said it in movies when they were mad.
Did your parents hear you?
No, I was, I don't think they were around.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the first swear word I ever.
All
I
right.
remember saying.
What was your first cell phone?
My first cell phone was, pretty sure it was a Nokia. I don't know what the model number is, but it was like the size of, actually it's the size of my phone now, except it was a 15 million times thicker.
Oh.
It was like a brick, and it was in college. I was already like 18 or 19, because my dad was just like, here, just use this, like I'll let you borrow it.
Well, I was also 18 when I had my first phone. It was actually for my 18th birthday that my mom got it for me. It was a flip phone, and that was like a really big deal back then.
Flip phones, yeah. Mine wasn't even a flip phone.
Oh, mine was a flip phone. It also had an antenna.
Yeah,
I remember having an antenna, and one that you could pull out and put back in. Yeah,
we are dinosaurs.
Let's get more reception. I think that like at the time it was like a pretty big deal that my phone had color. So
color.
I would say that that was just like my pride and joy at that age. Like, and it wasn't that the screen was colored. The screen was still sort of like pixelated and like that typical green background with LED. Pixels. It was the fact that there was like this backlighting effect where every time the phone rang, it would flash different colors. Like it would be like
that was a cool
purple,
phone,
green, blue. Yeah, and then you could just change your backlight to be whatever color you wanted it to be.
Could you change your ringtone at that time?
You could change your ringtone. I always chose the elephant walk, and it went like this.
Yeah, okay, I do remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was an exciting part of cell phones, was like choosing a ringtone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I really love that phone.
What was the first movie that like really made you cry?
I don't think I cried over movies in the 90s. I think I was too young at that point. The first movie that I think not only did I cry over, but I also had the soundtrack was A Walk to Remember.
Oh, that was a good movie.
And it was a really good movie. I had a good cry. And so the soundtrack that I had, like, I would listen to that on repeat. And sometimes just get in my feelings with it.
Such a good soundtrack, though.
It was a good soundtrack. Switchfoot, Rachel Lampa.
Wow.
No,
shout out to Rachel Lampa.
Rachel Lampa,
wherever
you're still making music. Oh man, did I ever cry to your song?
For me, the first movie that ever made me cry, it might have been Forrest Gump.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
You cried in Forrest Gump? You were 10.
Yeah.
What made you
I
sad?
don't know, it was just like a nice movie, right?
You were crying of happiness?
Yeah, probably. When you're a kid, though, it's very hard to find something that make you emotional.
Yeah, I
like,
didn't find it emotional.
Your hormones haven't kicked in.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, you watch like kid movies and TV shows. Mighty Ducks isn't gonna make me cry. Richie Rich isn't gonna make me cry. I mean, those are comedy movies, but
yeah, I know. I was like,
not gonna make anyone cry.
No, not Richie Rich. So tell me about your first crush, not a celebrity.
I was in kindergarten. This girl named Darren.
Okay.
And I remember like she was like the first friend in that school that I was in, and I had a crush. I had a crush on her. And I was like, I don't even know.
In the Philippines?
Could you even call it a crush? Yeah, I was in the Philippines at the time. Adorable. I know that I had a crush on her. Like I had like a crush because like you know that little kid thing that you do with the flower petals. And she loves me, she loves me. And I used to do that.
With her in mind?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cute. Do you ever do anything? Did you ever like?
No, what the hell's for?
Well, I don't know. Some 4-year-olds are very expressive. Like Elijah told us that he loves someone who doesn't love him back. So that's
story of my life. Yeah.
My first crush was preschool, and his name was Justin. But I feel like he was like the guy that all the girls liked. So like I just kind of like sat back and didn't do anything about it. I was 4 years old.
Wow, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was 4.
I mean, what can you do at 4?
Yeah, I didn't do anything. Yeah. I just kind of sat back.
You kind of just live with the feelings.
Yeah.
Justin
and Darren.
Maybe they hooked up. So thanks for watching, guys. It was a fun little video. I had a good time reliving these memories.
This was interesting.
It was a fun one.
I was able to like relive certain memories that made me a little like uncomfortable.
I was blindsided by a lot of the questions because like I haven't thought of these things for like obviously like decades at this point. Most
of them we kind of knew about each other. Some of them I was surprised, like, oh.
I mean,
know
it's stuff that like really minute details that we have of our lives that we haven't really told each other.
And these are all like conversations that like we would have anyways in life, but just kind of like few and far between. So thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching us relive some of those awkward first experiences of our lives. As always, like the video if you enjoyed what you saw, and please subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, and please hit that bell icon if you want to be notified when our next videos drop.
See you in the next video.
See you guys.
Bye.